Welcome. Before we begin the guided walk through The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, take a breath and picture a mountain, not as something looming over you, but as something within you. This summary is crafted to feel like a clear conversational companion. I'll talk to you like a friend, keep the pace steady, and focus on practical, encouraging takeaways you can use right away. The Mountain Is You, a friendly spoken guide to transforming self-sabotage. Meet your mountain. Think of a mountain. Big, breathtaking, a little intimidating. In Brianna Wiest's The Mountain Is You, that mountain isn't out there somewhere. It's inside you. It's the habits that keep you stuck, the fears that make you hesitate, the stories you tell yourself about what you can and can't do. The core message is simple and powerful. Your biggest obstacle is also your greatest path forward. In facing yourself, you become the person capable of the climb. This audio-friendly summary is designed like a calm hike with a clear trail. We'll explore what the mountain is, why we self-sabotage, how to spot our patterns, and how to gently, consistently transform the way we move through life. No heavy jargon, just practical insights, grounded examples, and encouragement you can carry with you. What the mountain really is. Your mountain isn't an enemy, it's a messenger. It's the collection of inner patterns, fear, avoidance, perfectionism, overwhelm that quietly direct your choices. It's the "I'll do it later" whisper, the "who am I to try" voice, the sudden urge to scroll when things get uncomfortable. The shift is recognizing self-sabotage as a misguided form of protection. Once you get that, you can renegotiate the rules your inner guard dog uses. Why we self-sabotage. Spoiler, it's not laziness. Self-sabotage isn't proof that you're broken. It's your nervous system trying to keep you safe. The brain has a simple credo: familiar equals safe. So when you reach for something new, more visibility, deeper love, a bigger goal, your inner protector sometimes freaks out, like a loyal guard dog who doesn't know the mail carrier is harmless. Sabotage shows up when your goals outpace your identity. You want writer, but still see yourself as someone who dabbles. Your comfort zone feels safer than your dream. You crave growth, but fear the unknown cost. Old beliefs run the show. If I succeed, people will expect more. Or if I try, I'll fail and prove I'm not enough. Unprocessed emotions rise, and you escape them through busyness, overthinking, or numbing. The shift is recognizing self-sabotage as a misguided form of protection. Once you get that, you can renegotiate the rules your inner guard dog uses. Spot your patterns with compassion. How do you know you're self-sabotaging? Look for patterns that consistently put distance between you and what matters. Common patterns. Perfectionism. Waiting for the perfect plan before you start, then never starting. Procrastination. Doing easy tasks first to avoid the real work that moves the needle. Overthinking. Spinning on decisions so long that opportunities pass. Numbing out. Scrolling, snacking, shopping. Not bad in moderation, but a red flag when it becomes escape. Crisis making. Letting things get so urgent you have to act, but only under pressure. People pleasing. Saying yes until your own goals run out of daylight. Gentle tip. Instead of judging the pattern, ask what it's protecting. Perfectionism might protect you from criticism. Procrastination might protect you from feeling unprepared. When you honor the intention, you can choose a better method.
The root beliefs beneath the behaviors. Often self-sabotaging habits have a story beneath it. It often sounds like, I'm not worthy of this, or if I shine, I'll be targeted or resented, or good things don't last, so why try, or I'll lose love if I change. These beliefs form early and survive on repetition. Wiest encourages a belief audit. Identify what you keep telling yourself and ask whether it's current and helpful or outdated and protective. The goal isn't to wage war on your old beliefs, it's to update them, like replacing an old map with a GPS that actually knows where you're going. Emotional intelligence, your climbing gear. If thoughts are the map, emotions are the weather. You don't control them, but you can learn to read them. Emotional intelligence means naming feelings without dramatizing them. I'm anxious, not I'm drowning. Separating signal from story. This feels risky is a signal. I'll crash and burn is a story. Riding the wave. Emotions crest and fall. They're not permanent. They're data. Practical example. Before a big step, ask, what am I actually feeling? Maybe it's fear of rejection. Then ask, what would I do if rejection wasn't fatal? Probably the same thing, just with a steadier breath. That steadiness is progress. Healing is not a performance. A big theme in the book is that healing isn't glamorous, it's intimate and practical. You won't always feel high vibe. You'll have days that feel like backslides. Wiest normalizes this. Progress looks like choosing one tiny action even when you don't feel like it. Noticing a trigger, pausing, and responding differently, even 10% differently. Being kinder to yourself than you used to be. Healing is changing your relationship with discomfort. It's practicing small bravery daily, so big bravery feels possible when it matters. Identity shifts. Become the climber. You can't outwork an identity that doesn't believe. The trick is to shift your sense of self as you act. Instead of, I hope I become a runner, try, I'm a person who runs even if it's slow and short. Your actions are votes for who you're becoming. Cast small, consistent votes. Wiest emphasizes becoming the kind of person who chooses alignment over approval, values long-term payoff over short-term relief, sees setbacks as feedback, not verdicts. It's not pretending. It's practicing your future self until it feels like home. Micro moves. The path of least resistance. Massive goals stall when they feel overwhelming. Micro moves reduce friction. Examples, write one sentence. Tomorrow, write two. The habit matters more than the word count. If the gym feels daunting, put on your shoes and walk for 10 minutes. Consistency builds capacity. Scared to send the pitch? Draft the subject line first, then the first sentence. Let momentum help. Micro moves signal safety to your nervous system. Over time, small climbs become big summits. Tolerations. Fix the energy leaks. We all have little annoyances we tolerate. The squeaky door, the messy desk, the overflowing inbox. They seem tiny, but they drain energy and nudge you toward avoidance. We suggest a tolerations list. Write down everything small that bugs you. Fix 3 this week. You'll feel lighter, more able to face bigger tasks. Think of it like clearing pebbles from your shoe before tackling a steep trail. Boundaries. Love with edges. Self-sabotage often hides in relationship dynamics, overcommitting, rescuing, avoiding honest conversations. Healthy boundaries protect your climb. They say, I love you, and I'm responsible for my time, energy, and goals. Examples, I can help for an hour, but I can't take over the project. Or, I'm not available tonight. Let's talk tomorrow. Or, this topic is important. Can we schedule focus time so it gets the attention it deserves? Boundaries aren't walls, they're guardrails. They keep you and your relationships out of the ditch. Self-trust. Make promises you can keep. Self-trust grows when your actions match your intentions. Don't make heroic commitments you won't keep. Make small commitments that you do keep consistently. I'll write for 10 minutes each morning. Or, I'll move my body daily even if it's a short walk. Or, I'll pause before I reply to emotional messages. Every kept promise is a deposit in your self-trust bank. Over time, you can afford bigger risks. Purpose. Not a lightning bolt, but a lighthouse. Purpose isn't a single dramatic moment. It's a direction that helps you decide. Wiest encourages listening for what energizes you sustainably. What leaves you proud? What kind of problems do you like to solve? Your mountain often points toward purpose. The thing you struggle with becomes the thing you're meant to lead yourself and sometimes others through. Let your values be your compass. Integrity, creativity, contribution, compassion. When you act from values, you don't need constant motivation. You're aligned. Letting go. Making space on the trail. Transformation involves subtraction. Let go of old identities that make you small. Habits that numb instead of nurture. Goals that belong to past versions of you. Letting go isn't loss, it's making space. Like clearing your backpack of heavy, unused gear. The climb gets easier when you carry only what helps. Fear of success. The quiet saboteur. We talk about fear of failure, but fear of success can be sneakier. What if success brings scrutiny, more responsibility, changes in relationships? To counter it, imagine success as an expansion of who you already are, not a sudden, crushing weight. Success could be sustainable if you designed it that way. Boundaries, rest, gradual growth, and support. Ask, if this goes well, what would I need to stay grounded? Plan that. Success gets less scary when it has structure. The long game. Seasons, not sprints. Healing and achievement happen in seasons. There's planting, effort, germinating, hidden progress, growing, visible change, and harvesting, results. You don't quit because the seed isn't a tree in a week. You water it, trust the process, and keep returning. In tough seasons, remind yourself this is a phase, not a fate. Rest is part of the climb. Joy is fuel, not a reward you only get at the summit. Navigating setbacks without spirals. When you slip, miss a day, break a promise, don't make it a story about your worth. Use Wiest's approach, compassionate correction. Acknowledge, I skipped. Normalize, everyone slips. Adjust, what made it hard, and how can I make the next step easier? Resume, back to micro moves. One step off the trail doesn't mean you're lost. Step back in. No dramatic narrative required. Practical tools you can use today. Here's a compact toolkit inspired by the book's spirit. The 2-minute start. If a task feels huge, do 2 minutes. Often you'll continue. If not, you still voted for your identity. The decision filter. Ask, does this move me toward who I'm becoming? If yes, lean in. If no, kindly decline. The fear dialogue. Write your fear a letter. Thank you for protecting you. Ask what it's worried about. Then, explain your plan to mitigate risk. The trigger pause. When emotions spike, take 90 seconds. Let the chemical surge pass, then decide from clarity. The future self-check-in. Each morning, ask,
What would future me appreciate I did today? Do that first. The one brave thing list. Keep a running list of small brave actions. Do one daily. Bravery compounds. The toleration's tidy. Fix 3 tiny annoyances each week. Reduce friction everywhere you can.
Work and ambition. Climbing without burning out. If your mountain is career growth, watch for upper limits. The moment progress feels too good and you pull back. Design safety into your ambition. Sustainable pace. Consistent, not heroic. Visibility practice. Share small wins weekly to normalize being seen. Support. Mentors, peers, and honest feedback. Recovery. Rest like it's part of the job, because it is. Ambition that honors your humanity goes further. Love and connection. Self-sabotage in relationships often looks like testing people, withdrawing when things get good, or choosing chaos over closeness. To transform, communicate needs before resentment builds. Share vulnerability in doses you can tolerate. Choose partners and friends who respect boundaries and growth. Healthy love isn't drama, it's safety and aliveness together. If love feels like a cliff, build a bridge. Slow, steady, and honest. Becoming the mountain. Strength, clarity, gentle power. The mountain is you means you don't just climb challenges, you become the steady presence that can hold them. That looks like calm under pressure. You breathe, then act. Discernment. You know what matters and say no to what doesn't. Self-respect. You keep promises to yourself. Compassion. You treat mistakes like lessons, not verdicts. This isn't a personality transplant. It's you, just clearer and kinder. Common myths that keep you stuck. Let's debunk a few. If I were serious, I'd wake up at 5 a.m. No. You're serious if you consistently act in alignment with your goals. I have to feel confident before I start. Action builds confidence, not the other way around. If it's hard, it's wrong. Sometimes growth is uncomfortable. Hard can be healthy. One setback means I'm back at 0. You never go back to 0. You carry skills and insight forward. A simple daily climb plan. Try this rhythm. Morning. Name your one brave move. Do the first 2 minutes of the most meaningful task. Midday. Check tolerations. Fix one tiny thing. Take a breath break. 90 seconds to reset. Evening. Celebrate one kept promise, no matter how small. Note one lesson from the day. What worked, what you'll adjust. Weekly. Review identity votes. Which actions supported who you're becoming? Choose one boundary to reinforce and one micro move to add. When the mountain changes, you'll summit one challenge and see another. That's not failure, that's life being expansive. The skills you build, self-trust, boundaries, and micro moves, transfer. New mountain, same climber, stronger legs. Gentle reminders for tough days. You're allowed to go slowly. You can start messy. Rest is responsible. Self-kindness is not an indulgence, it's fuel. Small is not trivial. Small is how big happens. Wrap up. The heart of the climb. The Mountain Is You invites you to transform self-sabotage into self-mastery. Your fears aren't proof you should stop. They're signals to move with care. Your patterns aren't permanent. They're habits that respond to consistent, compassionate change. Your identity isn't fixed. It evolves with every small vote you cast for who you want to be. In short, the mountain is not here to punish you. It's here to make you into someone who can carry your dreams. Start small. Keep promises. Set gentle boundaries. Feel your feelings and choose your values. And remember, you don't have to conquer yourself to change your life. You only have to meet yourself, patiently, bravely, one step at a time. Thanks for listening. This has been a summary of The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, an idea that sounds simple but has the power to change how you live, love, and lead.